the top-secret Air Force facility known as Area 51. For decades, Nevada's Area 51 Air Force facility has represented the eye of a conspiratorial hurricane that swirls around claims of aliens and their technology exist and are hiding behind its walls. Books, TV shows, and even massive online raids have tried to glimpse beyond its stark signs warning against trespassers. While aliens aren't taking up residence in the compound, what is going on there is just as interesting. In the middle of the barren Nevada desert, there's a dusty, unmarked road that leads to the front gate of Area 51. It's protected by little more than a chain-link fence, a boom gate, and intimidating trespassing signs. One would think that America's much mythicized top-secret military base would be under closer guard, but make no mistake. They are watching. Beyond the gate, cameras see every angle. On the distant hilltop, there's a white pickup truck with a tinted windshield peering down on everything below. Locals says the base knows every desert tortoise and jackrabbit that hops the fence. Others claim there are embedded sensors in the approaching road. What exactly goes on inside of Area 51 has led to decades of wild speculation. There are, of course, the alien conspiracies that galactic visitors are tucked away somewhere inside. One of the more colorful rumors insists the infamous 1947 Roswell crash was actually a Soviet aircraft piloted by mutated midgets, and the wreckage remains on the grounds of Area 51. Some even believe that the U.S. government filmed the 1969 moon landing in one of the base's hangars. For all the myths and legends, what's true is that Area 51 is very real and still very active. There may not be aliens or a moon landing movie set inside those fences. But something is going on, and only a select few are privy to what's happening further down that closely monitored wind-swept Nevada road. The beginning of Area 51 is directly related to the development of the U-2 reconnaissance aircraft. In the early 1950s, the U.S. Navy and U.S. Air Force sent low-flying aircraft on reconnaissance missions over the USSR, but they were at constant risk of being shot down. In November 1954, President Eisenhower approved the secret development of a high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft called the U-2 program. One of the first orders of business was to track down a remote, covert location for training and testing. They found it in the southern Nevada desert near a salt flat known as Groom Lake, which had once been a World War II aerial gunnery range for Army Air Corps pilots. Known by its map designation as Area 51, this middle-of-nowhere site became a new top-secret military base. To convince workers to come, Kelly Johnson, one of the leading engineers of the U-2 project, gave it a more enticing name, Paradise Ranch. U-2 testing began in July 1955, and immediately, reports came flooding in about unidentified flying object sightings. If you read the details in a 1992 CIA report that was declassified with redactions in 1998, and subsequently released nearly in full in 2013, it's easy to see why. Many of these sightings were observed by commercial airline pilots who had never seen an aircraft fly at such high altitudes as the U-2. Whereas today's airliners can soar as high as 45,000 feet, in the mid-1950s airlines flew at altitudes between 10,000 and 20,000 feet. Known military aircraft could get to 40,000 feet, and some believed manned flight couldn't go any higher than that. The U-2, flying at altitudes in excess of 60,000 feet, would have looked completely alien. Naturally, Air Force officials knew the majority of these unexplained sightings were U-2 tests, but they were not allowed to reveal these details to the public. So, natural phenomena, or high-altitude weather research, became the go-to explanations for UFO sightings, including in 1960 when Gary Powers' U-2 was shot down over Russia. U-2 operations halted in the late 1950s, but other top-secret military aircrafts continued tests at Area 51. Over the years, the A-12 and numerous stealth aircrafts like the Bird of Prey, the F-117 Nighthawk, and Tacit Blue have all been developed and tested in the Nevada desert. More declassified documents reveal Area 51's role in Project Have Donut, a 1970s attempt to study covertly obtained Soviet MiGs. They flew them over Area 51 and pitted our own fighters against them to develop tactics. They learned that you can outturn it, but you can outrun it. And it's still going on today. Now, instead of seeing MiG-17s and 21s, there's MiG-29s and Su-27s. The flights are ongoing. In September 2017, an Air Force Lieutenant Call was killed under mysterious circumstances when his plane crashed in Nevada and the Pentagon would not immediately ID the aircraft. It seems he was most likely flying a foreign jet obtained by the United States. Even so, the alien conspiracies gained ground in 1989 when Bob Lazar claimed in an interview on Las Vegas local news that he'd seen aliens and had helped to reverse engineer alien spacecrafts while working at the base. Many have disregarded this as fiction, and are even offended at the notion, talking with former Area 51 engineers and employees angered by all the fuss about ET. Some are even mad because they worked on and built these amazing planes. This is Earth technology. You got folks claiming it's extraterrestrial when it's really good old American know-how. Today, Area 51 is still very much in use. According to Google Earth, new construction and expansions are continuously happening. As for what's happening these days in America's most secretive military base, few know for sure. Some educated guesses, including improved stealth technology, advanced weapons, electronic warfare systems and, in particular, unmanned aerial vehicles. While the lore around Area 51 may be nothing more than imaginative fiction, that won't stop people from gawking just beyond those chain-link fences. At the most basic level, anytime you have something secret or forbidden, it's human nature to want to find out what it is.